the beginnings of the 90s decade. In Chile, Pinochet's dictatorship has ended, and in all the country people felt a wind of change at the horizon. Los Prisioneros was changing too. The iconic band from San Miguel was suffering a big restructuration of their composition and style. Claudio Narea left the group, and Jorge González wanted to release a more personal album and take his music away from the rock and punk of the first three albums of Los Prisioneros. The last winds of the 80s were dying, but González still had something to tell. His emotions and her troubles with the more sad and fake happy moments from his youth. The era of the South American poppers start. Today I will analyze the first album in solidarity of Jorge González. What? This is an album from Los Prisioneros? Well, I will analyze the half of songs from Corazones, the fourth album from Los Prisioneros, and the different ways this work impacted in the Chilean culture. You may be wondering why the half. Well, this is thanks to my platonic love, because she broke my heart in two and stole me the half of it. Whatever, to be honest, I prefer analyze the entire album, but
it's only a matter of time.
The first song I'm going to talk is Amiga Mía, the second of this album. In the song, González tells us about his feelings and his relationship with a woman, who can or not be Claudia Carvajal. Of course, it isn't the first song of the band that talk about this. Por Favor and Para Amar have similar thematic too, but the difference is that in Corazones, these intimate elements will be the rule for the majority of the songs, like an extended use of synthesizers and the lust of protagonism of the guitar. You can see the impact of this album in the Chilean culture in the covers of these songs. The next song I will analyze is Estrechete Corazón. At this point you can notice very different content in the lyrics of the album in comparison with the previous works of the band. As Amiga Mía, González tells us about his emotions and troubles with other persons, without the social criticism and sarcastic jokes that most of the songs from Pateando Piedras, La Voz de los 80 and La Cultura de la Basura have. You can notice that I said other person and not a woman. This is because I don't know if in the song Jorge talks to his lover or to his friend, an ex-member of the group, Claudio Narea. Let me tell you a little story. Before the release of Corazones, Jorge started a relationship with Claudia Carvajal. Who was Claudia, you may be wondering? Well, she was the Narea's wife. This explains, in a way, why this album has so many songs about love. So, with this information, this fragment of Estrechete Corazón is a little confusing. The third song of this analysis is Corazones Rojos. In comparison with the rest of the album, this is a very special song for two main reasons. The first reason has to do with the content of the lyrics. In the song, González is back to social criticism and with a sarcastic message about sexism in our country. In an album like Corazones, characterized but his intimate elements, this composition stands out. The second reason is, of course, his solo, his guitar solo, a contrast that is very clear between other songs of this album. Just listen. Corazones Rojos and Estrechete Corazón are songs that you can hear in the radio. They are very popular even in these days, proof of his cultural impact in Chilean people. The fourth and last song that I'm going to analyze is Tren al Sur, one of the most iconic songs of Los Prisioneros. In this composition, Jorge González talked about an intimate reunion in train and his sensations in this particular conveyance. This song has a very creative element, the sound of a train in march. This element has a very interesting effect if you listen to it with headphones. You can feel the train going from one ear to the other, producing the effect of being into a real train station. You can see the impact of this song in Chilean culture in the parodies that some writers have put in television, like the cover of the song in El Club de la Comedia and, of course, the cameo of the band in one scene from Diego y Glody. I hope you were enjoying my presentation. If you like my content, you can give me My name is Italo Morales, and as you can notice, my last name is not Gonzalez or Tapia, so I think that I have to leave the country to explore new horizons. I see you later.
Y no es tan fácil ser Jorge González, una estrella en el oscuro cielo austral.
Esto es cultura pop y a mí me encanta la cultura pop.